Dorian, tell me, do you try to stick to a healthy nutrition?
Not always, unfortunately, but the years go by and I feel it's time to pay more attention to healthy food.
That's great, and I think the recipe of our guest today will be very beneficial to you. And our guest is the senior economist at the World Bank, Natasha Sharma.
Let's get started.
Hello, Natasha.
Hi.
Welcome to Talk and Cook Show. It's very nice to meet you.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you both.
Yes, so our show is about talking and cooking and making it fun together.
So, let's start.
Okay, sounds great.
So, we're here at our wonderful kitchen and
Welcome again.
Welcome
Thank
again.
you.
And please tell us what are those ingredients and what are we going to cook today?
Okay, thank you so much. Thanks so much for having me here. So today we are going to cook a Buddha bowl.
Buddha bowl.
A Buddha bowl,
Wow.
exactly. So I was thinking we could try and cook something healthy because it's nearly lunchtime.
Yes.
And because the World Bank is a global institution, I tried to think of a dish which was also very global.
Right.
And so today what we are going to do is, normally in a Buddha bowl, it's a really flexible, versatile kind of dish. And you can make it according to the ingredients that you like. But in general, there's normally always one grain, and today we will use rice.
Rice, okay.
But I know in Kazakhstan, buckwheat
Yes,
is also very popular.
very
So
popular.
at home, people can also substitute with buckwheat. Then you normally always have a type of green. And today I thought we could have some rocket and some spinach.
Yep.
But again, you can substitute with other kinds of greens that you like. And then normally there's some type of protein.
Protein, okay.
Yeah. The protein I've chosen today is chickpeas. I've already boiled them, so we don't have to.
Great, yes.
We don't have to spend an hour
prep is-
waiting,
yes.
waiting for the
It's done
chickpeas.
already, yes.
Yeah. And then we will add some veggies. So I have beetroot, broccoli, and some carrots, some avocado.
Avocado, wow, yeah.
And really what I was hoping is to have a dish which would be really colourful. And I find that these types of dishes are especially helpful.
What is the first step?
Well, we've got a lot of work to do, actually.
Yeah,
So
we love a lot of work.
I brought a dish that's going to keep us. It's going to keep us very busy. But thinking about how long things take, I thought maybe we can start by cooking the rice first.
Yes, okay.
So I will first measure this. So we've already washed the rice.
Yes.
And then the next thing, which I think may take some time, is beetroot, because we're going to bake this. We're going to roast it in the oven.
So we must chop it, right?
Yeah, I think that will be great. And in the meantime, I will work on a dressing for the beetroot so that we can put it in the oven.
Yes, great.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is 300 grams of rice. And
Everything should be measured precisely, right?
yes. Please, can you measure out 600 milliliters of water?
Of course.
Thank you. And we will add a bit of salt to this rice.
Right in the start, right?
Yeah.
Right in the beginning.
Yeah.
600.
Yeah,
Okay, be
600.
careful. Super. So now we can turn it on, right?
Yeah, on a high heat.
On a high heat.
So, how often do you cook this dish at home?
Well, because this dish is so versatile and
It's time consuming, right?
well, actually, if I open the fridge and I found that I have different leftover vegetables or different things already in the fridge, it's something which I can normally just put together very, very quickly. So I normally eat it quite a lot, but it just depends on how good my fridge is looking at the time.
How can I assist you?
Okay, we can make the dressing for the beetroot. There's the broccoli, and next we could either, well, obviously different ways of cooking broccoli. We could steam it or boil it. Or indeed roast it. But since we're roasting the beetroot, I thought with the broccoli we could just boil it.
Okay.
But before we get there, it would be great to cut it.
Okay.
And that's on one side. And then I thought we could have some carrot. So this one would be, it would be great to peel it and grate it.
Okay. Yes. Let me try to do this.
Okay. I think
accurately.
I have run out of jobs. No, there are still more jobs to go, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So tell us more about your job, your work.
Yeah, so I've been, I work with the World Bank Group. And I've been with this institution, with the World Bank, for more than 10 years.
Oh wow, yeah. Quite a long time.
It's a long time. And then I've been in Kazakhstan specifically since last August. So everybody said to me, "Oh, are you going to be okay in Kazakhstan with the weather conditions?" Actually, when I got here, it was so warm. But the amazing thing that we've seen is the seasons, right? So we came when it was really hot, and then we went into autumn, well, fall. And then we had the winter, and it's beautiful to have the spring. Yeah, so I work with the World Bank. I'm a senior economist there. And we look at different issues in the economy, whether...
So what's going on with the economy? Let me ask you that.
Actually, no,
in this part of the world.
There is an article of yours called Empowering Kazakh Women to Boost the Economy. Could you please tell us more about it? It's an interesting topic.
Okay, great. Yeah, very...
And important, of course.
And an important, exactly. Very happy to do that. So at the World Bank, our mission, so everything we do is in line with our mission. And our mission is to reduce poverty on a livable planet. And I also want to say that over time our mission has changed because the world changes, right? So we were created after the Second World War, but the conditions we see today in the economy are very different to what was there previously.
We're talking about economy now, yes, I like it.
So at the World Bank, we are essentially a knowledge bank, and one of the key things that we do is we produce global knowledge.
Yes.
And much of that knowledge is obviously of huge relevance to Kazakhstan. So we look at like how the economy is performing. We look at how well integrated women are in the economy. That was one of the articles you saw that I wrote with my colleagues. And so we look at in line with our mission, where is growth going to come from? How is the economy going to grow? How are Kazakhs going to be better off? How are living standards going to improve?
It's very important issues, right?
Yeah.
But if we talk about economy, what kind of trends you've noticed here in Kazakhstan and also the region, the Central Asian region?
Yeah. Yeah. So what we see in Kazakhstan is it's first of all the biggest economy in Central Asia. So it's really important for the region. When we look at the other countries in this region, like say Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, the remittances that come from Kazakhstan are really important to their economies. So I always say that what happens in Kazakhstan doesn't just matter for Kazakhstan.
Yes,
it matters for this whole entire region. And so you asked me about women. So what we say in the bank is if women are going to be truly productive and really realize their potential in the workforce in Kazakhstan as well as in other economies, imagine what that could mean for the income of those economies.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, one of the things that we talked about in that article is a gender pay gap. And this is something which exists not just in Kazakhstan, also my country, in the UK.
It's present, yes.
It's present all over the world. If that gap was reduced and women had better earnings, this could be one of the key ways to propel countries to realizing higher growth, higher incomes. So what we were doing in that article is we were looking at, well, what are the barriers?
Yes, yes.
How could we make that happen?
Yeah, you mentioned that women face many barriers. What are those barriers?
Yeah, it's an excellent question, and obviously it varies in different countries. And the first thing I want to say is that Kazakhstan is not doing badly.
Oh, it's great to hear.
It sounds like
it's
the
working.
oven is agreeing with
Yes,
us.
I agree, like totally.
I like this.
Yes.
So when we say Kazakhstan could be doing better, what we are comparing Kazakhstan to is not just the other countries of the region.
Yes.
But we think in the World Bank, Kazakhstan is an upper middle income country and can really reach high income status.
Among other Central Asian states?
No, well, we'll compare how Kazakhstan is doing with other high income countries.
Right.
Because we want to see where is the gap.
Yes.
So what are the specific measures that the country can undertake to try and bridge that gap to get to the next stage? So when we look at how Kazakhstan is doing, we'll be looking at countries like those of the Organization for Economic and Cooperative Development, so the OECD countries. We look at countries in the European Union. We look at South Korea as well as one of the examples of countries which have graduated. And so these types of countries help to set the benchmark, let's say, or the aspirations for Kazakhstan. Okay.
Okay, now we're waiting for water to be boiled.
Yeah.
And then we will put broccolis.
Yeah, so we can lightly salt this water as well.
Okay.
And meanwhile, tell us more about your living experience here in Kazakhstan. Yes. What was the most memorable thing about this country? What's maybe surprised or amazed you?
Or
maybe
first
amused you?
impression.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, so I've lived in lots of different countries during my time working with the World Bank, and Kazakhstan is totally distinct.
Oh, really?
Let's say, yeah. In terms of culture, language, food. I think the one thing that really stands out about Kazakhstan is the hospitality of the people. So that has been a very pleasing and gracious, humbling experience. And then obviously the climate has been something for us to get used to, but we've really enjoyed it. Yeah, for the first time I've been building snowmen with my children and snow sculptures, so all of these things are really, they're really wonderful to experience. But I think that it's such a huge country, and the challenge for me is how to fit in time to go and see all of the different aspects of this beautiful country.
Yes, exactly.
So we can put the broccoli in.
I think it's not yet.
Oh yeah, maybe we can leave it a few more minutes, and then maybe we could start cooking the chickpeas.
Okay.
And while my colleagues are cooking, I'm gonna share with you some interesting facts about Buddha bowl. Buddha bowls, also known as grain bowls or hippie bowls, originated in the United States during the 1917th health food movement. The name Buddha bowl is inspired by the round belly of Buddha, as the bowl is typically filled to resemble the shape of Buddha's belly. Buddha bowls are often praised for their nutritional value, as they typically contain a balanced combination of complex carbohydrates, protein, healthy fats, and a variety of vitamins and minerals. Buddha bowls have gained popularity in recent years due to their health benefits, ease of preparation, and Instagram-worthy appearance. They are commonly featured on social media platforms as trendy and nutritious meal option. While Buddha balls originated in the United States, they have been influenced by various cuisines from around the world, incorporating ingredients and flavors from Asian, Mediterranean, and Middle Eastern culinary traditions.
Okay, so should
The
we
heat is too much.
get this one going?
Of course. Should we put an olive oil?
Yes.
Okay.
And then we need to get the oil really, really hot.
I think it's enough, yeah?
Yeah, I think it's plenty. Thank you. Right, so first, the trick with this is to put a little bit and see if it sizzles. So this is how we know if the oil is hot enough. It's sizzling, but it probably could be a little bit hotter. So we'll hold back. I'll get a teaspoon. Yeah, so in terms of the economy in Kazakhstan, as an upper middle income country, and you were asking me how is the economy doing?
Yes.
What are the trends? Is it going well? So I think what we would say is there have been so many global crises, right,
Yes,
that have
exactly.
affected all of the economies in the world. We've had COVID, we've had high inflation,
Pandemic.
yeah, all of
Yes.
those aspects.
I'm done with broccolis here.
Okay, thank you so much.
Do we need some more onion?
No, I think that is
okay.
good. But I think what would be great is if you could actually do some of these bits.
Oh, I think our oil
Okay.
is ready.
Right, so let's put in the cumin. Right, you see that is really nicely sizzling. Okay, and then to that,
Be careful, it's splashing.
yeah, to that we will add the garlic.
I love dishes with that kind of mix of different spices.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, it's lots
It's my
of
jam.
things.
Yeah.
Good. So I think this rice might also nearly be done, in which case we could drain it. And then we can mix in these, we'll just give it one more minute with the garlic and then we'll mix in the chickpeas. Is there a
What do you need?
wooden spoon?
There's a wooden spoon, please.
Thank you. Right, and then we can add in our...
Whoa.
Okay.
Right.
I'm actually fascinated by the process.
Yeah,
Because
a lot
I
of
love
activity.
cooking,
Yes, a lot of activities today.
A lot of things
Yes.
going on. But actually you can also roast these chickpeas. That's another way of cooking them. So you just, oh, we should check on our broccoli. I mean, not broccoli, beetroot.
Beetroots, right.
Yeah.
Oh,
What do you think?
so
Yes,
Do we
I
need
think it's
some
probably,
more time or are they
No,
ready?
I think they're nearly done.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, so, and then I'm going to add some spices to this. So I will put in some coriander.
We can feel the smell.
Yeah.
Yes.
okay, thank you.
See. I'll just add a little bit of coriander.
Coriander. Yes, another smell, right?
Yeah. And some paprika.
You can regulate, right? The amount of flavors, right?
Absolutely.
To taste, yes.
Absolutely. And you can also just roast these. That's
Yeah.
another way of doing it.
Good. It smells delicious.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Some oregano. we are. Would you like to mix it?
Yes, let me. I love it.
Great.
Yes? Do you feel the smell?
Yes, yes, it's wonderful.
delicious.
It is actually wonderful.
They look like little bower socks.
Okay, perfect. Then I think maybe this rice is probably done, so we could drain it.
Should I remove the water?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I think that would be
Wonderful.
great. Thank you. Right, this is where all the action elements are coming together. Great. Even this can be a bit lower. And then we should just get moving with doing the other parts. So we could start to make the dressing, actually. Would you like to make it?
Yes.
Okay.
I must admit, I've never been that busy in this kitchen.
Sorry, I've given us a lot of things to do.
It's
So this
perfect,
is
it's perfect.
tahini.
Okay.
Yeah. So all of that can go in. I'll give you a spoon.
We have a spoon.
Maybe I can ask you to peel the avocado.
Of course.
Okay. And then to the tahini, we need to cut some lemon.
I need to remove the skin first.
Yes, please. Just quickly cut this because we will
Squeeze it. Okay.
squeeze in lemon. Then we're going to add in like a tablespoon of maple syrup. Yeah.
What is this exactly?
That's maple syrup.
Like a syrup. Okay.
Yeah.
1 tablespoon.
Yeah, that's good. And then a bit of salt.
To taste, right?
Yeah, salt to taste. Yeah. And then that can just be mixed around. Give it a mix. And that's good. I think most of our ingredients are coming together. So what we're going to be doing next is putting them all together and making and creating our art.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're going to make art. Yeah, so what we see with the Kazakh economy, the economy has been built resilient to these shocks, especially when we see what's happening globally. But we need to be looking at the future, right? Because Kazakhstan is a relatively young country, and there's also a relatively young population. And where are people going to get jobs from?
Yes.
You know, the really meaningful jobs, especially as the economy, the shape of the economy changes. And when I say that, what I'm really referring to is this process of decarbonization that we see in climate change all over the world. So in a country such as Kazakhstan, where 1/3 of output comes from oil, is thinking to the future and how can this economy best prepare itself for the changes which are to come. And so in our view, we see actually decarbonization could be a source of growth for the country.
Decarbonization, the transition to green economy.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. We're seeing it happen in other high-income countries. So it's just it's a question of timing.
Yes.
When is Kazakhstan going to really be, well, we've seen obviously some of the reforms are already underway, but continuing with those reforms and really accelerating the shift to renewable energy.
It's vital,
And also climate adaptation, like with the floods that are ongoing right now. These things are likely to keep happening and with increasing frequency. You see, it's looking beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is healthy.
And it's healthy.
Oh my God, yes.
And then we can add some avocado, and a bit of broccoli.
Bit of broccoli, please.
The dish is also busy, right?
Yeah.
And then part of preparing for that transition is to ensure that the workforce has got the skills in place. So having really the human
The bigger
capital
one is for you.
Right.
in place for a more knowledge-based economy, right? And then I think we just need the avocado.
Okay.
And also some onion here.
Oh yes, the onion that you
Yes,
very
yes.
diligently cut. We can add that here
Okay.
on top here. You can continue with that. There you are. Okay, and then the last things are just to add the sesame seeds. So we actually produced a report recently. It's called the Public Financial Review. And in this Public Finance Review, one of the things that we're looking at is the quality of the education system in Kazakhstan.
Yeah.
And this is like one of the areas where we would really recommend for the government to pay more attention to, so that all Kazakhs can develop their skills. And that's another example of a type of report which can be accessed
Yeah.
from our website. So, okay. You want to add some more? Is it looking okay?
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then,
More than enough.
maybe...
And considering the article you wrote, the education is also plays a vital part in empowering women and to make them play a bigger role in the economy.
Exactly.
Am I right?
You're spot on. Excellent. But it's education, but also developing the skills for a more knowledge-based economy.
Yeah.
Because what we want to see is Kazakhstan increasingly diversify, develop those exports, those goods, those services which are more complex,
Yeah.
which requires new types of knowledge.
Yes.
Right, so now this is a fun bit. Another bit of the fun. Putting the dressing.
Okay.
And this is a tahini-based dressing. Tahini comes from sesame seeds. So this you can just sprinkle the way
Yes.
you like it.
Okay.
I mean, look at that. I love it. Yes, it looks very beautiful, and I don't believe that we produce it today.
Exactly. With
Yeah.
all the colors.
Yeah, an excellent teamwork. Yes.
Yeah.
I hope we were good. We were good assistants.
I wish you could come home and cook with me. Yeah, excellent. Right. Okay.
Do you think we're ready?
I think we're done.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow, super.
So it is done.
Finally, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Now I think this is the most awaited part, where we can sit in at our dinner table and taste it.
Excellent.
Okay, what do you
At
think
last.
about it?
At last.
Yes.
After all the work that we did.
So let's go.
Okay.
Do it. Yes.
Excellent.
Okay, now is the best part of the show. Yes, the long-awaited part. Let us taste the result of our work today.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Okay.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Should I
goes
like mix it?
avocado.
The way you like it.
Good.
What do you think of the tahini?
It's so good.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for sharing this recipe.
Okay, good. The busy dish.
Yeah, the business, yes.
Basic but balanced dish.
Very balanced, yes, very healthy.
So what do you think about it? Share your opinion. Maybe you can rate it from 1 to 10. For me, it's 9. It's 10 out of 10.
Oh my goodness me. Well, I think because I had such great help in preparing it, for me it was a much more pleasurable experience than when I have to do it by myself. So.
And we also have something to introduce to you today. This is our national Kazakh sweets. This is like a Kazakh Raffaello. If you know the sweets, it looks like Raffaello, but inside there is a cottage cheese.
Oh.
So it's very interesting. This is kurt, for example. It's a bit of salty.
Yes.
Yes, we add some salt and also made out of cottage cheese. So there's very healthy. Nevertheless, it's, you know, it's sweet, but it's healthy too. So it's a good companion for the tea, for example.
Yes.
So please give it a try.
Yes.
Thank you. Also looks beautifully presented.
Yes.
And I must say, we've got even one more present for you, actually.
Okay.
So this is our branded
Very exciting. Yeah.
present. So this is our sweets for you.
Oh wow.
It's covered with chocolate, and inside you can find a gent. Gent, it's ground and roasted millet with sugar and sweets, so please, I hope you like it.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I will share these with my colleagues.
Yes,
Thank you.
for sure.
That's very
Yes,
nice.
for sure.
Thank you. Great.
So thank you very much for sharing this recipe with us. It's very interesting, it's very healthy, it's very green and colorful, and it's really tasty. It's really tasty and delicious. So thank you very much for taking part in our program.
It was a pleasure to have you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks for this opportunity. It was great to share this recipe and to meet you both as well. Thank you.
Yes, and this is the good note to finish our program today. For more episodes, please follow us on our social media platforms and watch Silkway TV channel. So see you there.